Hello! Breaking Demon Castle here. It's Cy Felrose here once again to regale you with exploits of the Demon Queen Artemis. Last time we got through most of Dewford Gym. This time we are going to finish the job. So I've been planning off stream a bit, and it's become clear to me that I am not happy with my current box's ability to answer combust without losing a not willing. I could scale Ponyta, that would result in okay results, but not great. Unfortunately, even 31 IV Ponyta doesn't outspeed it, only speed ties. But Luxio just doesn't do what I need it to do. Kingdra would be wonderful, Quillfish would be wonderful if I could get either of those from if I could get either of those from the Slateport fish, which is why I am going to go and try out fishing at Slateport and see what happens. So let's see, is this bring Mightyena? Mightyena's slightly better at fishing stuff. Should be fine. Nothing in Slateport has like Whirlpool or anything, which is a threatening thing for catch reasons. And with that, oh, one sec, my desktop audio was off. Now it's on. Alright, there we go. I never went to the battle tent. Let's get the black glasses before I forget about them. Not the battle tent. This is the battle tent. Or did I already get them? I guess I did get them. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, now we go down to fish area. Stay inside Slateport city limits. And catch a... Damn. That's not what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see the least. This will not be helping with my combustion or really do anything for some time. Remoraid brought something more abstract in Castle. Something that I share in its passion for. Another maid. Octilleries make surprisingly good housecleaning. Yeah, for one scale on Vivian, I can sack Vivian and win, but I don't want to sack Vivian. Vivian's so good. I'll sack it later if I need, but I don't want to sack it right now. Unless I'm actively being forced to. go check Remeraid's IVs. That's a pretty good Remeraid. At least it's a good Remeraid. There's no such thing as a Remeraid that does something into Combuskin. So it doesn't matter in that sense. Unfortunately, the Onyx I failed to catch earlier in Granite Cave would have actually been really good into Combuskin. How does Choodle do? I believe Choodle survives 2 hits. It does not survive 2 hits. How does Dreadnought do? Dreadnought also does not survive 2 hits. Dreadnought gets a Moo. I don't think it will change anything. It gets Rock Tomb? It gets Rock Tomb. Yeah, that does not change anything important. Okay. And this actually has a very reasonable chance to just fuck me because of my minus defense nature. Helio doesn't really have it. I don't have these Mons because I rolled a Remeraid instead. I can deal 60% to the... All good. Problem is I mostly can't do that. Bravia doesn't have it. Helio doesn't have it. Ponyta could have it? I guess it's Ponyta and Prey. Yeah, Ponyta, Oranberry, switch into Ponyta, really hope that Ponyta doesn't die. But Ponyta might just die. That's really risky in a way I don't enjoy. This doesn't help, it doesn't have the stats. And it has good stats, so... This doesn't have the speed because Carvanha is surprisingly slow. Also, it doesn't have the bulk because Carvanha. How does Lexio do? Like, I was thinking it was bad, but how does Lexio do? Lexio switches into double kick, then gets incinerated. That procs Intimidate. Problem with that is that I just cannot get... I just don't know what I do against Combustion. No way to get... $28.5, $45, yeah, no. There's no way to get Hitmontop to come up over Combuskin on Hitmonchan. There's no way to get Scraggy to do the same thing either. Yeah, okay. maybe I could, like... It might just have to be like Luxio just tries to get off enough in that I can like bring in like Hitmonchan. Or no, my Diana doesn't do anything. Yeah, that doesn't work for different reasons. I can't really intimidate this. So I don't bring that. Wait, hold on. Okay. Either way, I can't catch more Pokemon right now, and I need to do this one. Hitmonchan is the best lead into this with the Cherry Berry. Nothing else actually makes any sense. Grotle does incredibly well into this, while also being fine into this. The Vion's just good to have around. Let's see. Yeah, Luxio can intimidate. My Diana actually intimidates better, though. Oh, wait, no, my Diana... No, wait, no, yeah, my Diana intimidates better. Because it baits Arm Thrust every time, then it goes into Vivian. Some intimidates, this can come in. Really, this can just come in on a fire move, maybe? Or this can just come in and kill. Actually, it's probably better if it's like this comes in. This Mac punches. I switch in my Diana, I switch in Vivian. I kill with Vivian. That makes sense to me. Then I'll bring in like Staravia because at least then I can get Intimidate procs when this does bullshit. Alright. Nobody can do Orin for everyone except Hitmonchan. That's fine. My team is already how I need it to be. Perfect. Wait, is it? Yeah. Everyone gets Oran Berries because they are not a finite resource and there's no disadvantage. I mean, technically they are literally a finite resource, but I'm not going to run out before I run into the Citrus Berry tree in a Nuzlocke. Wrong way, this way. Nice, nice. Not that it really matters for the overall, but it's kind of cool that I don't take any damage on Hitmonchan. Like, objectively, this is worse, even though it's really satisfying because I'm -1 Cherry Berry. But just like Oran Berries, that doesn't matter. Well, that comes out. Grotle crushes Golden. that doesn't count. Doesn't matter, but oops. Right, now it's going to use a random fire type move. So for that, we're going to switch into Hitmonchan, I think? Yeah, Hitmonchan. Flame Charge. Okay, how much speed does it have? It has 27, but 2 Flame Charges, and I can't do the Vivillon thing anymore. That's sad. However, it should almost... oh, it can Flame Charge here. I guess I can just... oh wait, no, it's not this one that has Charm, it's the next one. I guess Mach Punch is probably the best thing I can do then. Okay, this is fine. I can just Mach Punch again, because even on crits, this can't deal 27. Mostly. I will just hope that it doesn't roll the worst possible situation, or that that will happen. Let me check Hikamo'o. How much can it deal? Hikamo'o can deal a max of 24 to this. Okay. That means I can stay in once. Because this fight is like this, I will just covet now. That doesn't do anything at all. I don't know why this one has protect. And with that, all the Dewford gym trainers are done. It's just Brawly himself left. Unfortunately, like I said, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing against Combuskin. Alright, just for a laugh, let's put Remoraid in the calc. Oops. Not actually imaginary, I need to tell this now. Okay, let's stop looking at Remoraid now. Actually really like, if it had 31, then it would be way closer. It just doesn't have 31. I can get Vivillon to take even the tiniest amount of damage. Then, if Vivillon is the one who kills Hitmontop, then Combuskin comes out immediately. Does that help me in a way I'm interested in? No, I don't think so. I do kind of get to handpick who is killing. Who is killing Hitmontop, because Grottle can just switch around to get it right. Yeah, the issue is that this thing will just kill me. It has a Lumberry, so I can't try to Sleep Powder Fish. Yeah. Like a 30 and 256 chance of a Vion live. A little more than that because of that stuff. Which I'm really unhappy with. This Celio should have almost no damage on it. So if bad things happen, I could sack basically anything into Celio. But Celio cannot win unless I sack something first. So what I actually could consider, potentially, Luxio in on, like, something. I think it's Luxio into Celio into really hope it works. And if it doesn't work, I bring in Vivian, and I really hope that works. This does at least get to fake out each time it comes in, which can help if it, like, tries to work up or something. I don't have a fire tank if I'm using it this way. I can't use Mighty Anna as my tank or Intimidator because I need Mighty Anna to be my Draggy. I use Staravia in the role of... No, Staravia doesn't have the special defense. That makes sense. That's not really what it's built for. Rattle's useless at this point. Yeah, these two are the only ones who can safely enough get in the hit. So, okay, what I need to make sure of on the Combusken, again, minus... Okay, if it's minus attacked, Luxio, Helio can actually... So my plan is like... Vion styles on Cub Food. Then Hitmontop comes out. On Hitmontop, I use Mighty Anna, tank a Fake Out, and get 1 Intimidate. Bottle, deal some damage. Then after that, Hitmonchan to finish it off. Which baits Lopunny. Hitmonchan attacks. Hitmonchan will have a little bit of damage on it. Poliwhirl should come out before Combusken. I don't think it's a big deal whether that happens or doesn't happen. then Poliwhirl will be using Superpower consistent. Superpower. So at that point, I'm bringing out Vivian into Celio, and back and forth a couple times, into eventually Celio will switch into Hitmonchan, will kill Poliwhirl, which will reliably bait in Lopunny again, and Hitmonchan will kill it immediately. We'll bait up Combusken. Combusken switching in will mean I switch into Luxio. I switch from Luxio to Celio. Not what I decided. I switch from Luxio to Hitmonchan. What I decided. If I can afford to, I'll do that a second time. I'm not 100%. And then I switch from that Celio and then Celio can kill Combusken. Brings out Scraggy. So I bring out Mightyena again. And then I just try to kill it with Covets. And if that doesn't work, then yeah, I'm finished. I think this is basically riskless except for the one risk is this Luxio, Celio, Hitmonchan stuff. If that goes badly, I might just... Actually, if that goes badly, then I have to risk of a V on crit. Specifically. I lose one Mon, which I will probably make Luxio. I think it's valuable of these three. And then I risk a Vivian crit. And if Vivian gets crit after Celio dies, I think that's game over. But Celio, this is -2'd. And Celio wow. Yeah, Celio's just not actually that good into it. Even when it's -2. I guess that's fine. Not ideal. But I'll make it work. It does mean it's really easy to switch. Right. Okay. Right, the whole thing is that basically an Incinerate, 68, -2 double kick, non-crit, 86, okay. So it probably won't kill with only one double kick crit if I -2. So I think because of that, it's fine enough. This does not spark as much joy as I wish it would. But a better plan than I thought I was going to have for this Brawly. And the rest of the plan sparks a lot of joy. Usually I'm risking Mons on other parts. Nobody is risking getting any status condition. The only one that's... Because I'm... The only one taking Ice Beams is Celio. The only one taking Thunder Punches is Luxio. And it probably won't even take Thunder Punches. And I think that's all the status that's gonna apply at all. That is correct. Because Vivian does not need to be faster than +1 Combusken, I'm not going to make it faster than +1. Let me Endless Candy. Let me check the learn set for Luxio and Shinx to see if order matters. It does not at all. They learn exactly the same moves as Wild. I guess leveling this to a Luxio means I don't get Wild Charge for Spell, which would actually matter. Wait, no. Right, round ones. Luxio can get Covet right now. Okay, that's actually interesting. Does that change anything important? How does Luxio do compared to Mightyena on Draggy? Mostly just better, it looks like. Hey, does that change anything here? That means I can use the V on, I think, one double kick safely. Yeah, I think I stick with the plan as is. Yeah, I think this is. I should make sure to skip this Evo until it gets Covet at 21. Technically, you could have this for 17 cap, so technically, you could say that this isn't just annoying. But honestly, I think it's just annoying. The only level 17 cap fight you could have this for is Museum, where Covet would not do anything. I guess that is what it is. Like, if you fight Gavi at 17, and you get a Luxio for Museum, then you don't get Covet for Brawly. It's like, okay, sure, I guess. I don't believe I don't really believe in Bite either. And I am willing to say I believe in the other two more, so. Spark, Nuzzle, Baby Doll Eyes, and Covet do fine for now. It'll get crunched by the time it needs enough crunching. I don't think Luxio is good into Soul Rock. Let me actually check. Is Luxio good into Soul Rock? Because that would change something meaningfully. But I don't believe it is. Okay, yeah. Covet is good right now because it... Hi Luna, I am having a good day today. I hope you are too. I mostly just play Run and Bun on this channel. Occasionally, when I need a break from Run and Bun, I play other games. But this is a primary Pokemon Run and Bun channel right now. Okay. Leader Brawly, here we go. Yeah, what? Vivian will be no damage. And yeah, you can go ahead. Right. Here we go. I just haven't upgraded my channel because I've only started for a week or two. And I wanted to just start by getting started streaming. I know that some of those things are things that would be very good for me, especially since I have the no avatar right now. That's not great. But I plan to get to it when I have time. Feel free on suggestions. Though I probably won't be buying anything at this time. Right. I need this thing to get to 20 HP, which is about 36. Can Grottle get it to 36? Oh. Not. Yeah, there's a good reason. Now I can off. Without that bad, actually. Even a crit. 9. I guess the order is scan 2. Maybe. Oh, it's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think of it. I don't have a stream-specific Discord, and I don't want to connect this account to my main at this time. Can that thing die to sand big crits when combined with? So no, I think I can. Now that's done. This should bait in Vivian. Or not Vivian, well, that. It baited in the right thing. I just didn't see the right thing. Eject button triggers. Poliwhirl comes in. Poliwhirl coming in means that Poliwhirl is about to use superpower. Means I can safely switch to Vivian. Now it's going to... Okay, now I'm going to check the calc by Spambot. I'm going to check the calc and make sure that -1 it's still going to click superpower every time. It is. What I thought. But first it's going to click Ice Beam on. Now it's going to click superpower. Now I'm going to go check if this is enough or if I need to get it to -3. -2 defense, -2 attack. This thing always kills with fake out max. Good. But first I need to switch in Celio. And then I switch it. I'm hoping it's HP Grass because that doesn't crit risk, but I think it's fine either way. It's superpower. Not a crit, not a problem. Clear Body, or no, it doesn't have Clear Body, it has Water Absorb. It wishes it had Clear Body. Now Lopunny comes back out and dies immediately. Now this thing is going to use probably Double Kick, but it could be Thunder Punch. Now it's going to use Incinerate. I'm going to check that Hitmonchan does not die on it. It does not, that's good. Right, now I look at damage numbers between this Combuskin and this thing. Double Kick is always going to kill, but Thunder Punch is also always going to kill. So it's full random between those two moves. Means it's a good turn to just bring back in Alexio. Alexio will now get no, Double Kick. Oh wait, no, Incinerate because it's -1. That's my ooh. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Now it's going to incinerate again, which means it's Helio time. Wait, fuck. No? Okay. I didn't realize it could do that. It makes sense that it could do that because I got lower than that. I just need it to not crit. If it crits, it didn't crit, it didn't crit. That's good. That's really good. It didn't crit, so we win. Mighty Anna might die, nobody else can die. Let me check Scraggy versus Celio. My guess is it's full random. Or rather, random between Power Up and Rock Tomb. It's random between those two with a chance of Feint Attack, actually. Okay. Yeah, none of that changes the answer being Mighty Anna. Feint Attack would be a dream, but least likely move. Oh, okay. Amazing. That's really good. I believe that means that we're not completely out of the woods because it could do some shit where I have to edit mumble. Now it's out of the woods. We win Brawly Deathless. Perfect. Awesome. Right, other than that little blip with Onyx, that is a Deathless first badge. Let's go. Take this team, save that too. Now I'm able to Command Center, heal my Mons, start planning, and bigger trainer than Brawly. Good job, everyone. Okay, here we go. Scary thing about this fight is that this Ariados has that shit. I'm hiding the... I don't like them. Alright, Dreadnought clears. How does it don't? No, Dreadnought doesn't. Damn. Or on this one. Okay, it gets Rock 2. Yeah, so Dreadnought lead, kills that. Kills that. Okay. Hold on. I am fine saying Dreadnought kills everything is my plan. Feels really good to have a Dreadnought instead of not. I'll say. Now I just need to start thinking about mons that make sense for this gym, which are like Mina, Grottle, Hillary, not Lombre, not Staravia, not Carvana. Redna might? I don't know. Probably not Luxio, probably not Mightyana. Actually, Mightyana's a dark type. Be okay. Maybe Hitmonchan. I don't know. Does Hitmonchan beat the Bisharp? I feel like I decided it did. It does. And it still wouldn't with a skull, probably. Yeah, not consistent enough to even put it a risk. That would be different with a muscle band. With a muscle band, it's pretty consistent. But to get the muscle band, I would have to go to Rusturf Tunnel? Yeah, Rusturf Tunnel. And I think you can't even smash the rocks. I wouldn't even be able to get it in that case. The black belt takes... We'll see what happens there. But I don't think that I have what's it take for this one. Unless it's learning a better fighting move and making everything I just said irrelevant. It can candy for Brick Break. If it candied for Brick Break, it would be fine. I think there's a pretty decent chance I will candy it here because it's so good into Bisharp and Aurorus in that case. But anyway, before that, there are fights between here and there. We'll just use this Dreadnought. It will use Rock Tomb to kill Ariados in one hit. Then it will use Rock Tomb to kill Ninjask in one hit. Then it will use Rock Tomb to kill Kricketune in one hit. My plan is foolproof. I check that nobody has abilities that I'm missing. I'm just scared. Yeah. Outspeed, one hit KO. Outspeed, one hit KO. Underspeed, it can't kill me because I have Shell Armor, one hit KO. Perfect. And I need to evolve it because otherwise I won't get Rock Tomb. And Rock Tomb is important enough. I might regret that actually. I hope not, but I could regret that for sure. Really unfortunate that my Hitmonchan is minus attack. That is why it's a Hitmonchan, but... Headbutt doesn't matter because it can learn Secret Power at any time, and also it just doesn't matter. Oh, it gets Shadow Sneak. That doesn't matter. It doesn't deal enough with Shadow Sneak to get it into Giga Drain Ring. I double check that. It would be too late if that wasn't the case, but yeah, it only deals 60. In theory, a Steel Tech would be strong here, but the only one available at this point in the game is... I guess you could have a Magneton too, but mostly you only have a Q. Or a Tajidamar. Tajidamar is obviously nuts into that Ninjask. In retrospect, I think it would have been worth it. Hold on, let me go look at this. What I'm interested in is if Razor Shell this thing really good. The answer kind of looks like yes. Not as good as I want. Maybe it's... I am losing something by not having Razor Shell access. It is nice that I have 31 attack. Right, the only Paddleberg delay in the universe is hell after Verdant Turf because of overlap. To get, like, is there even overlap? Yes, but yeah, the only reason you delay is you take Verdant Turf first, so that if you roll very low odds, then you get to re-roll Paddleberg. But there's just no way. That's not real, I don't think. I don't know if Bellsprout is good. That's the other thing that matters. Because I could repel out Bellsprouts. I am curious if there's any downside of like Compound Eyes. Picarita, Gossifleur, or Bellsprout. Mushrooms don't matter. I haven't checked Deerling. Oh, I already checked Carnivine. Okay, yeah, there's no reason to Compound Eyes thing. Is Bellsprout good at all? Maybe. I have Caracasta probably because I have Sarina. There's no way I'm not leveling Sarina 25. I am sad that it has... Okay, it gets what? Magical Leaf and Drop Kick, and I guess Teeter Dance. But I think that that's not worth being over. I'm looking at Costa, basically. Oh, I didn't do this right. There we go, that's right. That's what I actually meant. But I had a low tide. No, I don't have a low tide. I had to use Lombre for the medium, that's right. I got it mixed up. This actually looks really good into Costa. Really, really good into Costa. I don't need Breloom because I have the thing. I think I'm not going to repel the next one. Probably won't be a Bellsprout anyway. I'm actually curious about or rather I'm curious about Weep and or what not. No, it doesn't do shit to that. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to repel it. What I will do to repel Manip is I will take this. Remoraid's the current lowest level. Yeah, Remoraid's the only thing that's suitable for repel Manip in here. Throttle and Ini should be pretty good for catch help. Redknaw should be pretty useful for catch help. And I'm going to endless candy the Remoraid until it's full. And stop. Then I'm going to do this. No, I'm not. Why would I do that? I'm gonna do this. It gets Roar this level cap, I believe, not... No, this one's Mega Drain. Yeah, I get Mega Drain to replace him, so... Similarly, there's no way this one's not becoming a Sarina, so I'm going to just make it a Sarina. Keep. Remove. Play nice. I don't need play nice. I don't actually want Teeter Dance. And do well into Soul Rock, actually. Feels like this would do really well into Soul Rock. And then I don't actually want some. And then, because of how this area works, I will give Pecha berries to my grass types. Because that will make them better catch hold. Then I'll run around with the repel still active. This game is not guaranteed successful runaway. But I already have a Steenie, so well, Sarina now, so I don't need that one. I don't already have a Breloom, so I'm getting a Breloom. Let me check, this is level 14 Shroomish. Let me check real quick. Groddle should be better at not killing it on it. For sure. That's irrelevant for planning now. Not that one. Okay. Yeah, my real Groddle switches it and uses the Mega Drain and it's fine. That sounds like a deal to me. Unless Razor Leaf is also fine. Razor Leaf is not fine, and there's no reason to give any Razor Leaf. How much does Sand Tomb deal? Very little. Still possibly too much. I have 10 characters. Not enough. Well. Sometimes my lady likes to. That's what Brawlyn brought her in this timeline. Now I switch my Pokemon so that my repel actually works. Leon can learn this, but I don't want to learn it. Nobody else can. I go down here, I believe. There's a poison barb. That's kind of nice. Okay, I was checking if Sarina was good into Soul Rock. What I was thinking. Kinda. Plus speed Serena would be really good in this Soul Rock, but I don't have plus speed Serena. Anyway, let's go back to my actual fight. Look at it. Great. Dreadnought. Not Dreadnought. Leon? Leon. That's okay. Good to know. Oh, this is not leveled yet. Yeah, Vivian does great. Her. Staravia for Shedinja because it has aerial ace, making it completely consistent. Dreadnought always beats this. Dreadnought always beats this. I just need Rabombi. Rabombi comes in second every time. I get to switch in this. On Magical Leaf. And then use Air Cutter. Then I switch into like Ponyta, I guess? I don't know. Ponyta looks. Yeah, I guess it's a Ponyta. And then like Hitmonchan and not Luxio, but Celio? And Celio, yeah. I'm okay just leveling everything in this party. There's no reason to level Vivian here, right? Because Rabombi will always come out, Rabombi will always magical. No, Rabombi will not at least. Rabombi will always magical leaf. I don't want to pre-damage, but might not. If it fake tears, I just switch Ponyta immediately instead of we. Fine. And if it doesn't fake tears, that's also fine. Yeah, okay. Vibrava doesn't have status, right? It does not. That's just Auron on everything. Yeah. I guess I don't actually need to level Bravia, do I? A Ponyta I need to level. The Grottle, the Helio is there. Helio is a better play. So I do think I'll be grabbing Celio. And leveling it. Wait, this can't kill. What am I talking about? I can just say it. Okay. It can't crit. That's not a thing. Well, whatever. Oh, okay. That's kind of funny. Like, just goodbye. Now, because it sees my Rock Tomb kill, it's always going to Shadow Sneak. Now it can't Shadow Sneak because I'm a normal type. So now I look at the next fight. Next fight is the Demon Furfro. And I do mean the demon. No, wait, this isn't the Demon Furfro. This Furfro is not even that bad. I was thinking it would be, but it's really how I look at it, if I'm being honest with myself. We'll just use level 25 Mighty Anna. Does it learn a good move yet? Oh, wait, it does. I don't know which of those moves Mighty Anna is supposed to. Yeah, what I would do is switch that into this, and this back, and a headbutt. And then this can tank a second covet. This can also sleep powder for fun. It helps. And then Groddle does the rest of it. And then I can use like Sirena Hitmonchan once it's actually leveled up properly. And I don't know, Ponyta? Why not? Let's just go back to... This is what I decided? I don't think I'm supposed to use Staravia. Oh, Groddle. Groddle makes sense. We'll go with 24 Mighty Anna because I don't know what I'm supposed to teach it or not teach it. A scary face is probably worse than these moves. I have to keep bite. I probably don't have to keep any of this, honestly, but eh. I might regret that particular choice. I hope not, but I think there's a decent chance I do. Okay, now that this is out of that segment of the game, look at it. Okay, I feel pretty good about saying that this Vivian can lose Draining Kiss now. It did some work. Not a ton of it, but some. Right, I don't have the HM yet. I can cut those down once I get to Rustboro City, but not before. Berry berries, I already had those. Foreign berries replenish my infinite stock. There is something back here. Oh, it's a revive. Okay. I feel trolled. Can you do my real box expert? That would work. Well, and that's fine. Can you use what on this? Of it? Or headbutt? Either way, doesn't matter? Sure. Most likely I'll be able to charm it. Do it like that. Funnier like that. Now I get to just and grottle for fun. Grottle gets to do a disturbing amount of work. Damn. That's actually kind of sad. And now Vivian should kill. Let's double check. Yeah, Vivian can pitch in and kill. and then go again. Now Signal Beam goes off and it's goodbye Mighty Adam. Now it's Quillfish. Things first, I go back to the book. Alright, Vion should have really funny Do I have a good hidden power for this? On Celio, no. I have hidden power Ice, that does nothing. What does this do? Probably not enough. Something. Not enough. Okay, this can switch in on Celio and clear. What can switch in on this and clear? Also kind of also. Okay, I guess I would go Grottle first. Then this, taking the roll. Don't want to take it. Think I have to. I switch it on Brian. I take a second Brian and use Rock Tomb. I use Rock Tomb. My min health at that point is 37. This comes in, I use Rock Tomb. It uses whatever, it doesn't matter, and then I use Rock Tomb. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Arena and Hitmonchan could be my bonus people. Onita does not belong at this point. Helio can be my super special extra bonus. I should give Vion Pecha. Everyone else needs Orin, which they already have. What makes Vivian really funny into this Quillfish is that its highest damaging move is Dive. What I actually should do is not give Vivian. I should pre-burn Vivian and give it an Orin. So its highest damaging move is Dive, so it can't use Venoshock, and if it dives, I have Protect. And for bonus points, I can Sleep Powder, while being faster. Intimidate does not matter. Protect is not terrible, but I mean, it's going to use Protect to get some burn procs from my self burn. But now it's guaranteed to miss at least one turn of sleep. It is going to try to use it effective the amount. Now it's dead. I switch in Celio because I don't want to take an Aurora Beam on Dread. Wait, this is not... Oops. This is actually fine. Ish. No, it's completely fine. It's completely fine. It can't kill me before the Whirlpool end. Then I'll be able to switch in Dreadnought. Be able to kill as much. Full Whirlpool, alright. Okay, now I'm freed, so I switch to Dreadnought MP. Octomb comes up. Helio does not die because of my minus attack from him. That's fine. It'll die now. I check, Dreadnought is always going to be targeted by Brine. Yeah, I'll get off one Rock Tomb and then switch to Sarina. Since it's slower, it's going to use Brine, which never kills Serena, and then it's going to be slower and die to one drop kick. Now I can go back. Is this next one the... I feel like the next one might be the cliff. Yuck. It is the Clefairy one. Okay. I don't quite have the number. I don't have 3 fake outs, so I can't fake out cycle. Okay, it's probably Serena. Serena usually clears here. Yeah, like... Can't really stop this from Electro. Like, what I could do... Leon's unfortunately faster and debates Electro. Wait, it's not faster than this after a rapid spin. That's true. So it'd be like P1, Arena, rapid spin clef, Hitmonchan fake out to Den. P2, Arena trop kick clef to Den D-Gleam. Oh, I should do this in a different order. Prop kick clef, then rapid spin clef, so Den never tries to Electro Web for speed control. Hitmonchan switch to question. Is it just Lombre? Lombre baits D-Gleam consistently. Can use Fake Out. Yeah, I think it's probably Lombre. And it baits Abra can off. Clef, Helping Hand, maybe. A3, Lombre Fake Out to Den. Even on Helping Hand thing crit, it'll still be D-Gleam. If I'm level 25, like I should. Sarina. Does level 25 still bait this, though? No, not at all. Can it bait this if I give it a different natural gift item? Yes, absolutely. That's cool. Cool enough. Probably not. I really need an answer to the question, how do I actually kill the Tajidamar? It's not that hard. How am I killing this thing? Probably with trap kicks. Yeah, I'm just killing this with trap kicks. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Hitmonchan is faking out Dedan on 1, which deals like 20%. How much does Lombre fake out deal? Less than 20%. Sure. But how much left? 11%? 8? 21 guaranteed? Only... Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything that'll be enough because Miracle Seed is past a cut trick. So I can't do it until... after certain things. Kills left. What would a Breloom do here? Does it actually get Mach Punch? It does, right? Yeah, Breloom does get Mach Punch. That's what I thought. Mach Punch, Worry Seed, Mega Drain. One move that doesn't. Oh, it's Poison Heal. That's really nice. Yeah, okay. This thing cannot switch on Dazzling, but if it is in correct Tajidamar or bait now. Ombre beats Dazzling means that does Helping Hand work the way I want it to? None of these have Friend Guard, right? Yeah, none of these have Friend Guard other than the Scarf. Does Helping Hand still work if the Pokemon faints? Yes. Oh, wait. It only needs to use Helping Hand. Okay. Okay, there's nothing I can do. I forget, did I get Lombre to bait this? At 25? No. That's not happening, I don't think. Wait. Oh, that is happening if I give it a cherry berry. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I just give it a cherry berry. I put it on slot 2 because Clefairy is dying first. And then once Clefairy's dead, Hitmonchan can safely switch back in. Not quite. Fair enough. Yeah, this thing could use either move on that next turn. Problem, at least I see it. But it probably is Grotle comes in at this point. Ugh, this Deden's so annoying. I wish I could just get rid of it in a better way. Like, if only I could just kill it. I don't think I can kill it. What if I Lombre first? Is that fine? Or not fine because Lombre can die to crit helping hand god. Or Hitmonchan can die to that. Yeah, all the problems here are kind of just a matter of how do I kill this fucking Deden? Can I do anything cute with sleep powders? Make out sleep powder, let's be... Sounds like an obsession that I need. Don't have Queen Majesty. I don't get... Yeah, it's drop kick clef, rapid spin clef, drop kick. Takes out. Which then baits random move the and Abra I can just kill, but I have to be able to play around both. And can I think it's kind of only Groddle that can do it. Groddle can do it very well, though. Groddle can do it very well. This thing will fake out the Groddle. Guaranteed. Not guaranteed to do. Pretty close. If I give it a soft sand, it becomes actually guaranteed to fake out the Groddle. No, it's not. You could fake out either still. If it fakes out the Sarina, everything is fine. Sarina can beat Den eventually. And this one kind of if it does fake out the Groddle, then this thing will be targeting. And then this thing will just... And the Groddle will say, yeah, okay. Breloom is never a safe switch in. This never does anything important. This is pretty decent. Is it better or worse than this? Better than this. I'd say that's clearly true. Okay, this team works. I can't, yeah. It feels funny to use, it's Lombre in second slot, Sarina in first slot. Lombre needs a Cherry Berry. Everyone else gets an Orb. Lombre has the Cherry Berry to pretend it will use it, even though it won't. Wait, sorry, it's not Lombre, it's Hitmonchan first. Hitmonchan first. And then it switches to Lombre. Dazzling Beam on. pick up the den, which is on the anything. Stuff using follow me, which I have carefully avoided letting that move matter. Now I switch in Lombre. Left uses random move. The Den uses Dazzling. I guess given that low health, I can just get a free second rapid sword. I hope Abra comes out. I am not certain of it. Is still Abra good? Does Razor Leaf kill? If so, I should use it. I wouldn't. Razor Leaf does kill even though it's bubble. So I can get some damage on that. It could be Electro or Dazzling at slightly weighted towards Dazzling. But only slightly. I forgot to give this a soft spin. That wouldn't have changed. Because that's just not how it works. Electroweb is the better roll. Now we see now it doesn't really change. The battle is over if it's not exactly not battle over. Majidamaru dies. 30 Endure, that doesn't matter because I am Sand Tomb of all move. And now I double check my HP values. I'm to lose 3746. This cannot die to that. This cannot die to that. Awesome. That means that I just... It even Electrowebs. There's a reason I'm using grass types for the fight, and it's because they're really good. I would say that the rapid spin stuff was a nice stuff. Wait, I forgot to level that. That was actually fine. Did check it before leveling it, but I meant to level it. Okay, if it's really fun. Anyway, I need to go to the... Now Luminia. Air Slash does not work for me. However, Dreadnought does work for me. Yeah, this would work great. Oh wait, it's actually too slow to work great. Well, actually, does it matter? It does matter because it's special to. Okay. Interesting. Got good. Yeah, so this fight 100% of the difficulty of this fight. How do you get the new not like 8? Think about that. Figure out what beats the Minion in the first fight. That's him. Honestly, I feel kind of forced into the Dread. Where it's gonna bait there. Magical. Come in there, then Flame Wheel. Give it a Chesto Berry, and it's again. Ritual bait. When this bait's the Staravia, then Staravia will be using dual Wing Bait. Which just means I bring back in Dreadnought. Then I Rock Tomb. And this comes out using Earth Power. I should never be low enough at this point. So for that Earth Power, how does level 25 Lombre do? Level 25 Lombre always baits Lava Plume, which is perfect. Awesome stuff. Okay. Let's use level 25 Lombre then. I'll bring... I don't have an Nectar. I'll bring Celio for Vivian and Arena for good vibes. Bonita, Lombre, Dreadnought, actually important for the team. The others are bad. Reading Groddle has bad vibes. I do want to level the Lombre. Endless Candy to 25. I don't care about Magical Leaf enough to go up on any of my current moves. Okay, I need a Chesto for Ponyta. I need an Orin for everyone who doesn't have an item, as well as Lombre. I believe everyone else should just still have Orins from before. Make sure everyone actually has orange berries, like I think. Yes. You're good. This okay, that's nice. I think my plan was right. Don't need to safely comment because this is always a fire type. Or I mean always a grass type. I don't know what you mean. Oh. Okay, so now it's going to use sludge every time. Unfortunately, I think it went over. So this is Staravia. Right, this is Staravia. Makes sense. Now it's normally this power as per the original plan is Umbra. ancient power. Is it outspeed now? It might outspeed now. Okay, anyway, back to the Numo. Okay, that chat message got it. I did not bring a quick attacker. Lava Plume? Things are, oh, this is ground level. Okay, what I should be doing here... Oh, I have the crit selected. Okay, it can kill me on a crit, and only a crit, but that's still too many potential kills. Case. What I should do is switch to Red Knot. It has enough health to not be ancient powers. It would kind of be okay if it did at this point. Because I can just switch back in line. Because Lombre won't die to Earth Power or Ancient, and it can't make Fire Hit. Right? Now we have a bunch of those trainers. I feel pretty safe ignoring. I also feel safe grabbing at least Sprout ones at this point. Any reason not to grab 116? I technically could grab Rusturf Tunnel if I fought way too many trainers. This thing. But I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. And at least this one, I'll see. Anyway, regardless of that, there's no reason not to go get this. Only reason would be basically if I was delaying this long. If I delayed this past Bird and Turf Town, then there's a 20% chance, or rather a 10% times 5% chance that I would get to re-roll and get an extra 116 encounter instead of an extra Bird and Turf, which actually would be a lot better. Because Bird and Turf is full of grass types, and I have so many grass types. Even full of non-goo. I guess first things first, I just go and check the gym trainers. No disadvantage. Actually, really first things first. The actual first things first that I go and get somebody. Get a wide lens from this guy. I don't remember which has this cut. One of them does. It is this one. Cool. Actually, I do want to go here and get the quick balls. I'm so glad I have a way to grind these games with it endless. Cook won't get old. Much nicer. Those are really nice. Now that I've cut, I can go down and cut it. More Pecha berries, that doesn't matter. Leppa berries, that could matter eventually. I've never gotten to a position where Leppa berry could matter. But here, he's gonna give me Miracle Seed? Yeah, a Miracle Seed, nice. There's a Mega Stone over there. If only I could see. But I cannot. Anyway, yeah, there's just no way I'm not once. I am gonna check about 116. Makuita, Mana, Hatena, Ziggs. Yeah, I'm not. Alright. I got Maku, I got Mana, I got... I think I missed... Okay, specifically, of those mons, regarding specifically Makuita, there's a 20% chance that it's a black belt. I would actually really like a black belt. It's very unlikely to give me a black belt. But all the same... like, it's fine, right? Okay, it's Mana instead. Mana is holding an item, guaranteed. Right, Synchronize doesn't even work on sleep. That makes sense. Depending on what nature this has, it is also entirely possible that this is where I get... I mean, this is always going to be another out of battle on. Unlike Onyx, this thing does not have anything that can prevent me from being able to... Thankfully. Hopefully it has a good nature. Both for itself and for... Well, as my first Synchronized Mon, it's clear what this could bring to the castle of my Artemis. Talented people from across the realm on the same wavelength as... Go check. I'll take that. Really good special. Plus bulk on a mon that needs bulky. A synchronizing, that's not that ideal. Lattice is a better sync. But I can use this in certain. Let's do my export. Update my real box at point. And then start looking at this. What beats... I missed both last round. Oh, okay. So, Hitmonchan, if it switches in... Yeah. Okay, this thing can beat Cranidos as long as it doesn't switch in on... This thing can beat Cranidos if it's switching on one of these. Hitmonchan can beat Archon because it has Mach Punch as long as it gets to switch out once. So it switches in, it uses Fake Out, it switches out, it switches back in, it uses Fake Out. No. Not enough. Not far from it. Not enough. Oh, wait, hold on. 2734 damage minimum. Right. Yeah. So I switch in, I use Fake Out, I use Mach Punch. Second Rock Slide is used. Then I use Mach Punch. Third Rock Slide's also used. So from 2 defeated Rock Slides and 1 non-defeated, the max damage is 55. Less than my health. Awesome. This thing. Like yeah, this thing just comes in, Ice Fangs, and then that baits this actually using one of these. I do need to up. Don't have acid. Brawly, you get hurt. Or close enough. I have a way to do it without that. Is it ever... Actually, hold on. How much does the Hitmonchan take? In at max is like 27... 41... 55. I'll be at 16. Almost always high enough. Okay. Given that, I don't feel... Random. Not really. But there's kind of some. I am willing to level up. Technically, it would have been better to switch to Beyond that second Stomping Tantrum, then use Sleep Powder to get a little bit of chance to hit damage, then switch to Hitmonchan to either avoid a turn of damage or just take a rock, overall resulting in less damage on Hitmonchan. Not even true. Never mind. If that was true, it would be true, but it's not true. Anyway, that rock slide didn't hit, which probably means definitely. Then Headbutt would kill, which is why we're not going to ground. And now we come to this. This one is also an ancient power thing. Right? Basically. Right. Brawly has special attack power. Not worry about that. Most Brawlys can. Feels kind of sad. Oh. 130. That was just for defeatist purposes. Not true anymore. Do anything. It's kind of weird not having a Seedra. It's like actually pretty unlikely to have a Seedra. Considering that I rolled fish here, fish here, fish here. But I guess this is what happens if you roll the 20% Carvana. I feel like that sure Carvana's a massive miss. But maybe I just haven't gotten to the part of the game where it's good. But probably not. It does get crunch time for. What else do you have for the David as a Carvanas? Waterfalls, like this, I guess. Doesn't really work. Poison Jab is just too much damage. That makes sense. Yep. It doesn't even work on this. Not a functional Pokemon at this part of the game. Yep. I'm trashing this. I don't need to think about it. I think it's really bad. Maybe once it has like flip turn. Mine in particular does have a bad attack, which Okay, let's go back to looking at the Sparkle thing. Something like the Dreadnought would be really good to have out. Dreadnought would bait this. Rowloom is really good into. I think that makes sense. The problem there is the 128, 1 in 1280 to Ancient Power, and it still might be fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I try to kill this with the Breloom so that I can Mega Drain. Fine. And just Scalds. Better. But to do that, I need to kill Arc Pole second. Means I need to kill Throttle. Throttle would work if it had an attack stat, but it doesn't. Serena will do fine. Arena outdamages everything, so it just baits in order. And also, specifically, it's fine with the thing. 43, 50. I could be at. I could be at 37. Yeah, I trap kick this twice. This comes in. I switch to this again. I rock 2. I rock 2 again. I switch to the. This thing dies to the second rock. Switch to this. On the. No. I have another. So I switched to this on the Giga Drain 20. I Mac Punched. I Mac Punch again. I Mac Punch again. Then this comes out, I Mega Drain. Then I bring Lombre, Grottle, and Sarina should have an Oranberry for good vibes. I do need to get this Skirmish. Wasn't really ever getting delayed long enough to be a real delay, but it would have been cool if it happened. It didn't make it. Brawloom evolution, you need Mac Punch to evolve it the moment it gets. Headbutt's not real. Fake Tears is real. Important, not important, not important. Don't need to think too much about which to keep because I'm always losing both in the end. I'm evolving Brawloom and getting Mac Punch right now. berries aren't valuable. I have 2 more levels to get the color. Damage calc real quick. Yeah, this thing's always going to use generate, which is never going to cause any. No, it's not always going to. Phantom. Phantom actually works. Let's switch. Now I Mac Punch until Lily dead. I hope it doesn't like the 1 in 128 ancient. Or if it does it, at least. Oh, it's even less than 1 in 128. It's actually like whatever 1 in 128 times 6% is. Anyway, this means it's I think based on those numbers, this kills. Yep. Frees me from infestation and means I can just safely Giga Drain this. Or Mega Drain, rather. Wish I had Giga Drain. But not quite yet. I will pretty soon. That's this battle. And just one more in the gym. Anyway, Lombre fake out thing means I can ignore stealth rack chances forever. Beautiful. Alright, well, let me bring in this thing. Also pretty beautiful. I actually don't have anything with other than this. But this is always fun. Actually pretty fun. Messy. This isn't reliable because of construct, but reliable in construct. Yeah, I think it's just like this thing easy clap this thing. And this thing uses wild charge, which doesn't do that much. Breloom wind. By healing all of that up, then healing a bit more. This thing comes out. Never this thing. So this thing comes out. This thing switches in on the iron. Yeah, on the iron. I'd feel better if it was level 25, even might not. Then I switch in Groddle. Groddle uses Phantom. Then I switch in Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan uses. Then this thing comes out. I can hit it a couple more times. But I don't hit it a couple more times. I go from Hitmonchan to Arena. Maybe I just go to Groddle again. Probably just go to Groddle again. But I bring Serena. That's similar things. Pretty straightforward fight. Just bring every grass type in my box. And a Hitmonchan. And a Luxie. It's already level. Everyone already has Oran Berries, which is the only berry in this. Everyone's Orange 25. I am surprised how much Lombre is coming up. Right. Lombre for lead. Breloom, I can different for the rest of it. Breloom again or Sarina. Make out just breaks 30. Probably. Why is this? Oh. Okay, then in that case it is just... Oh, it's Brawly. It's Brawly. Did not realize that that would happen that way. Okay, no sandstorm, no sandstorm, that's good. Sandstorm was kind of the thing that... Maybe it'd be weird to work. I just cannot. Traveler first? Well, I mean, Traveler first, I can definitely get on Brawly. And I'm at Elite. We'll just be fake tears then. Kind of fun. Nice. I hope I have a speed. Now I look at Laron. Laron dies to attack punches, but Laron can kill with Iron Tail, which I'm not actually. That I'm going on the game. Is like Iron Tail, Rock Tomb, Tantrum, right? Rock Slide. Otherwise, yeah. Okay, now it's going to use Tantrum. I need to attack it. I need to deal like 29%. So Mega Drain's actually better. Now I switch back to Luxie. Then from there to Brawly. And then Brawly. Great. There's no way Roxanne is happening before I stop. But I might do a bit of up looking off. I might also look at it and be like, oh. Okay, let me see. No. Yeah, Breloom can win as is, but takes a bunch of damage. and cannot win and then still be my Aurora Sensor. It can't even really be my Aurora Sensor. I would say that my Aurora Sensor kind of really wants to bust me. Level 26. Of course, the cost there is... Hitmonchan is going to bait in Bull Rock unless something... I have Radiana. Kind of. Also kind of. Radiana. And bounce to hit him. Bounce back to me. Maybe a second. And then because it doesn't take any damage, that actually means it can switch into this. For whatever reason. Not really. For whatever reason. And Groddle can... Wait, does Mightyena take more or less from Skitter Smack? Less, okay. 1,000 arrows. So that might not even be fair. I mean, the move is broken, but... Hitmonchan is really weak. Oh, wait. Stomping Tantrum will have failed the... Fortunately, all of my flying types are other... And I cannot... Hold on. Not really reliable enough? Mightyena actually can beat them. Doesn't get quick. Fuck. Ow. That's really good. fact that the Tiger seems Pumping Tantrum is a base power doubling rate. Yes. Make sure that I'm correct. S. Yep. Yep. 4 is when it starts to have any over. 5 again. Max roll. And 6 also max. Yeah, the problem there is basically I don't have some around him. Right? On the other hand, not impossible I can get away with round immunity not useful. Leveled up Hitmonchan is really good. Much as the Sky Sharp taking note. And no, it makes Zygarde. It makes Zygarde. Not Soul. How's Octiller? That good? Octiller. Okay, that makes sense. How is Redknaw? How would it be? How is Groddle in... Groddle takes stun from 1,000 arrows. Redknaw getting skitter smacked and 1,000 arrows doesn't kill. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, yeah, that works great. That's exactly what I want to see. It doesn't matter. Takes the 1,000 arrows. Actually, no, it has to be Groddle. Or Sarina. Doesn't matter which of those two, though. Or Lombre, I guess, but it's not gonna be. Actually, yeah, Lombre would work. Wait. I didn't actually get any. Imagine. Mightyena can. But. Mightyena baits the. What are my intimidates? What are my I could just Groddle use Owl. My Brain and Dread. Redknaw uses. That works fine. Other than the part where it uses my Groddle. Yeah. I can use it Arena the same way if I really. I believe. Yeah, Breloom just doesn't have a move. Makes sense. But I definitely can't in that way. Breloom lets me stun swap. Would actually let me. I think it's a shame that I didn't get late port. Didn't get any either. You gotta run right there. There are just too many. He desired edited. Yeah, basically, if I'm willing to risk the run, not getting canceled. Diana works. It is ever. Don't. Alright, which ones are actually useful at any chance level in this fight? Vivian has no value. Unless it can do like something absurd to these, but I don't think it can. It cannot. Wait. It's actually a good bit of damage. Not enough damage, but a decent bit. Like, that's enough to be like, fake out Brick Break, switch Vivian, Silver Powder kill. Which is potentially cool. If only... Lombre doesn't do anything to anyone except Caracosta. Breloom, I mean, Shroomish, I don't even have you anymore. Remoraid's not relevant, Carvana's not relevant. I'm surprised I even leveled Carvana to 17, to be honest. third. You maybe I could do something. Just funny things with Full Rock. Luxio cannot do it. Luxio does not get Ice Fang yet, I believe. Even if it did. No, it doesn't get Ice Fang ever. That's actually surprising. Hitmonchan really wishes it. Oh, I feel it. I also would say I really wish and could die to this. I don't have like HP ice. I have HP ghost. Opponent is useless here. For sure. Yeah, that's a decent number of box items I could actually use. Yeah, Groddle into Dreadnought is the safe play. Which baits something that outspeeds and KOs. In other words, it's going to bait Soul Rock, unless... If I'm above 34, it baits Soul Rock, otherwise it baits Power. And I can see above it. I can see. I'm not quite, no, I am actually. It is probably just Mightyena. Mightyena, hope to not get crit, Rena back up. Right. Something, I don't know. Mightyena doesn't get crit. It's health. Similar. It would be at 15. But it'll bait a Roarix. Random move Roarix. Instead of... Yeah, it'll bait random move or Roarix. Let me switch to Hitmonchan. Which will kill a crit. I will also need the backup and eyes. Wait some. Okay. I should give it the Roxanne Cap, gone for Ice Fang. I think I just lose all my stuff for Fang. Unless it's literally about to learn Crunch right after it. It is not. Okay. I mean, it is. It is. But is Bite good against these? Do I want this in against these? No, not really. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do it like this. Yeah, the min health, if this survives, is 22 baits through random. That's fine because Hitmonchan can beat true random move and bait, not ancient. Even on crit body slam, it's at 14. Ancient power will never get clicked. Sword power will get clicked, which is so much better. Actually, fine. It means I can click. get away with Estoless. Because that kill means it can die to double. Specifically double Icy Wind crits. No, it can die without double Icy. But something. For a reason that's maybe. Anyway. The Soul Rack. Soul Rack is a great addition. Battle doesn't really sad. Battle needs like 6 speed maybe. Okay, 8 speed. Kinda depressing. Redknaw can sort of do this. I think okay, hold on. What did I decide? How well did I say this Grottle Dreadnought thing? Okay, that's not good. I can tell you that's not good just by crafting it. 56, 69. Oh, this is the one that specifically made me realize this part. Okay. That makes sense. Diana could learn Hidden Power. I don't think that actually helped. Diana dies to crit Skinner Smack just as much as it does in it. Not like Huntail. Speaking of Huntail, how good is did I do 150? Probably makes sense. If I want to. Grand Pearl. I mean, the big thing there is that if I skip 115 now, then it doesn't give me. Crawdaunt would be really nice. Elder would be nice. Unsure would be kind of nice. I don't know if Bullfish Healer is 50 good. Honestly, Crawdaunt is all kind of fit. Masculine, definitely. And about 150 fish is big. Okay. Lottery. I decided that Mighty Anna did not bait, or did bait? Didn't, right? It baits Auroras. It's Aurora. It's Aurora. Yeah, Mighty Anna's my Zygarde in that case. What if I just assume Zygardes can't crit? Then Mighty Anna beats it. Hitmonchan kills this. Then, Solrock comes out. Mighty Anna comes back out on Solrock. Right? Solrock is using random between these out of the top. Hey, shoot it. Wait, no. Oh, wait, it doesn't bait Linen. Taurus. I'm doing it that way. I don't think I can use Mighty Anna for 22 minimum. But if it doesn't max roll on either, it becomes good rock slide, which you I would just went back. I don't know. Maybe I would just take the one. Call it enough. Yes, sir. Even this. Fight the on-side beat. But I can rapid spin to make that left. Garland doesn't work well. Grotto works okay. More vulnerable to things like that. This doesn't win. This doesn't win at all. Because it dies in 4 hits and doesn't kill him. Wait. Dies in 4 hits. I get to hit it 9. If I can rock 2 bite. This thing actually wins it. This thing would win. then that thing at that point would mate. We'd have done Bisharp, Zygarde, Bullrock. But it would probably be Ancient Power Lunatone. Because everything baits Ancient Power Lunatone. But I could just use Vivian. Switch into it after one bite. Signal Beam KOs. Then this comes in. Okay, but I don't want it. Yeah, I don't really want that. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere more of this game. The mix of good and bad box. I don't like my Rex Sandbox. I'll give it a whirl, but I don't like my Rex Sandbox enough to get past something. I don't know. Birds. I wish my box was better feeling. I wish I had a way to kill Zygarde better. What if I had an imaginary Huntail? Ice Chain, because that's the only move that matters. Imaginary Huntail isn't even good. Okay, that's because this is Dynasty. Even so, though. Definitely have to be looking at the Masharna here for some stuff. Like this box was. Well, the Masharna lets me wish. I tend to forget that that's. Masharna's really good. I can pull off probably something. I get to it. But I do have to get through this first. But all the same, it's actually true that this part should work. Okay, yeah, I'm calling it a stream. Thank you to people who watched earlier. If anyone's watching the VOD, thank you for watching. Bye, Felrose, now returning to the Demon Castle, signing off.